Now that we're just 2 days away from the First in the Nation primary, we are lucky enough to be joined by political analyst Scott Spradling, a familiar face here at Channel 9, to take a look at how the candidates did in last night's debate. And we have some fresh new polls numbers in front of us.
Yes.
But we need to put those in context. Help us there, because these poll numbers came in before the debate.
Absolutely, yeah. The poll numbers that you have right now, which is your daily tracking poll, is just before the debate. So when you're taking a look at the fact that Donald Trump's on top with 33%, and then there's a huge gap between he and Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio, factor those numbers into a debate in which pretty much if the media has its say, Chris Christie won last night, won going away. The governors, Jeb Bush and John Kasich both did very well. Marco Rubio was seen as the person who lost the debate. That jumbles these numbers up. Another thing to keep in mind, Amy, is that these numbers are really good at capturing trends. The exact numbers themselves, I wouldn't put a lot of stock into them, because I really do think that the electorate in New Hampshire is still making up its mind. A lot of people have not decided yet, and this could move around. This is an extremely fluid race.
Okay, and in the wake of the debate, now it's the spin time, right? These are the crucial hours. And so are we going to see these campaigns making some adjustments into what they're doing or how they're saying they did in last night's debate?
Absolutely. It is the importance of a debate this late in the game that now they have to talk about it, what I would call the Republican interpretive dance that each of them will do. Chris Christie will run around New Hampshire at this point now saying two things. One, I just won last night, and here's why. Two, experience matters. All three governors can walk away saying, this is why I should be your top choice. Marco Rubio, on the other hand, is going to have to do some damage control, because he really lost out on being able to talk about his experience and his leadership ability with having done something in Washington. He fumbled that question badly, so he's going to have to do damage control and try to shift the conversation back to where he had that post-Iowa momentum.
And what about Donald Trump? We saw tamped down Donald Trump, and yet he's probably going to capitalize on these pretty delightful numbers for him in this poll.
You know, Donald Trump has rewritten every potential rule for running for president in New Hampshire and elsewhere. He's doing it his way. I absolutely believe he'll continue to be Donald Trump. One thing I'm interested in seeing, though, Amy, is the interpretation of that eminent domain question that Josh asked last night. That's a big topic in New Hampshire. Maybe not so much nationally, but in New Hampshire, when you've got the Kinder Morgan debate and the Northern Pass debate, even though Northern Pass isn't using eminent domain, the way Josh asked the question and the way Trump embraced it, that's the kind of topic, extremely localized, that could turn voters off to what his answer was. So that becomes an X factor.